Greetings. This is the third time I've started a video, and I'm not going to stop at this time. I'm all amped up on caffeine. I've had almost my whole cup. I was on the phone for about an hour with my dear friend, my star seed friend. She's awesome. We had one of the best talks ever. Thank you. So how's everybody doing? There's still, there's still a ton going on in the world, in the galaxy, everywhere. And hopefully everyone's finding their way to peace of mind. That's my deepest wish for myself. I feel, I was talking to my friend, and she's 85, and she said she didn't start her journey till she was 40. And I remember starting my journey about age 18. And, we all start our journeys at different times, and yet we're all on the journey. Even the people who aren't on the journey, they're on the journey. So I wanted to feel safe when I was young, and now even. I wanted to feel okay. I wanted the feeling of stress and fear and deep-rooted unhappiness to just stop, and I did counseling. I studied books, but, that was for a long, long time. And then I started to meditate every day for 20 minutes. And since that time, I feel like I got into a rocket ship and took off, like, vroom. As far as development of peace of mind. And I get stressed. I get freaked out. The fear does come up. Yet now I have a way bigger toolbox to use. I have lots of tools now. And it's not even tools that I learned on the internet or in a book. They're tools, it's my heart's toolkit. And it's vast. There's always a tool right there in your hand whenever you need it. So I don't know. I'm not sure why Source has encouraged me to start this channel, other than it just occurred to me that that's the thing that's the thing that I think about the most, and I'm so appreciative of, is how my life has changed since starting meditation. And in other videos that I made, I talk about the nuts and bolts and, stuff like that. But I guess just right now, I just want to recognize that that's why I'm here, is to talk about it. And I love to answer questions about it, because I don't have all the answers, but when I'm answering questions and having dialogue about meditation, I discover things. So I may not be on here for very long. Today, during my meditation, I became aware of my thoughts, and they were funny. And I realized they were like a river. Like my thoughts were just like continually flowing. And it was funny because they were just, I forget what they were. They were mundane things. And so I just decided to sit down beside the river and just let it flow, you know. And then I was able to get quiet. And then, like, when you can get quiet, it's just, I'm laughing because it was hilarious. Like the thoughts, they were just so, they were just thoughts, and they were coming and coming and coming and coming. And I think that's the thing about the mind is that it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's not like, oh, we need to tame our minds, we need to shut our minds off. No, our minds are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. And just when you can just step out of that river and sit down beside it, or even walk further into the forest, i.e. the heart. And I was talking to my friend, my 85-year-old friend, and she was talking about her niece's chickens and how they're just so cute, and they all have little personalities and names, and they're like pets. And she was saying, well, it's just funny how people think chickens aren't smart because they have such a small brain. She said the consciousness isn't in the brain, you know, and it's just like, duh. And so that just got us, that was our starting point. You know, we just took off right there from there. But it's true, your consciousness is not in your brain. Your consciousness is. And that's the coolest part about meditation, is that you can actually take the role of the observer, which is the consciousness, so that you can sit in that place. You can sit in that place of, okay, I'm the consciousness and I'm observing the mind. Like, right. So the question is, who's watching the mind? Who's watching the thoughts? Who's thinking the thoughts? Well, that's kind of, the thoughts just come. The thoughts you just think them. There's really no way to turn off your mind, but as Krishna told Arjuna, you must take the reins and take control of the mind. Become the chariot driver. Keep those horses where you want them to, lead those horses to where you want them to go, into battle, you know. That's the thing about the Bhagavad Gita. It's a story of battle, which is one way to look at life, as a battle, like the spiritual battle and all that. But now we've entered a new time of totally new. We're entering into this new way where war, we won't even remember it. We won't remember that war is a thing. We won't read the books about war. We won't tell the stories about war. We won't engage in life in a warlike manner and make war analogies and stuff. It's helpful. The imagery is helpful, you know, when you think about, was Krishna driving the chariot? I can't remember, but like Krishna and Arjuna were going to war, into a battle, and the horses, you know, if they would just let the horses run, or if you just let your mind run, it goes wherever it wants to, no matter what, wherever it wants to. Which, do you really want to be dragged around by a wild horse? Not really. Never read the whole Bhagavad Gita, but I get the gist. It just feels so good to not be dragged around anymore. that's what I would like to just teach, and to just let people know that they get to drive. And that for me, the way that I've found, and the way that I've been taught, and the way that people over the centuries have been teaching, is that to sit and observe the mind, and to make your way into the heart and into consciousness itself. It's almost like it just puts your house in order. It's like, oh, finally I'm safe. Finally I'm home. Finally I get it. And it's so darn simple. You know, it's so simple. Get up, get water, go pee. Take your space. If you have a bunch of kids, man, that's a tough one. I mean, I have 2 cats, and sometimes that's enough, but carve it out. Find it. Get up early. If you have to get up early, get up early. That's hard. But if you do have a bunch of kids and everyone's on lockdown and, excuse me, you have no time to yourself, just set the alarm, man. Get up and sit down. And you'll be blown away. You'll be blown away how after a little while, suddenly you're like, whoa, I don't feel the way I used to feel. Stuff doesn't bother me the way it used to bother me, and I'm not afraid the way I used to be afraid. Suddenly I'm like solid. You become solid. So for me, I wasn't solid forever. I've never been solid. I've always just been like one step away from just sheer, like, just not wanting to be here at all. Like, get me out of here. I mentioned this before, and it makes me laugh now, but like thinking about coming back, it's just like, I don't want to come back. Please let me stay on a fluffy cloud somewhere. Like, do this one again? Yeah, I don't think so. But I think that now I've turned a corner, and I don't know. I've heard that when we reincarnate now, after this period, that we'll know so much more upon taking the wind of birth as we come in. So that's something to look forward to. And now my life is exciting, and now I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. And I can't wait to just, I just enjoy it. I enjoy every moment. I enjoy it. I'm learning so much, and so much is coming into me. I'm learning so much, and it's not from outside of myself. It's all coming up from within. And it's really great. It's really exciting. And the thing is once you start, you're gonna know. You're gonna know yourself. You're gonna know that you are one with the divine, and that you are the beloved of Source. That Source adores every single square inch of you. You didn't do anything wrong. You don't need to do anything to be more loved. Nothing. You don't have to do anything. That you're just completely and totally lit up. Every square inch of your body is lit up with love. With the love. Source loves all of it. Every bit of it. So just weird. It's just weird that to be making these videos, because I could never ever have imagined it, ever. So have a good day, have a good night, do what you want, meditate, breathe deep, drink water, appreciate the beauty around you. Know that you are loved beyond a shadow of a doubt. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for spending time with me. Peace.